Hi, my name's Ben. I work for the Game Haus, and today we're concluding our series on the 2023 NFL Top 100 as voted by us over here at TGH. So without further ado, we're just going to jump right into it. Number 10 is Davante Adams. Davante Adams was absolutely one of the bright spots in the Raiders' 2022 campaign. In the past 5 seasons, he's had 2 1,300-plus yard seasons and 2 1,500-plus yard seasons, and in the outlying season, he almost had 1,000 yards as well. He led the league in touchdown receptions for the second time last year, and he made his 6th consecutive Pro Bowl. Not a lot more to say other than he's the best wide receiver in the league, bar none, except possibly Justin Jefferson right now. Number 9 is Myles Garrett, an absolute force on the defensive line. 16 games last season, 16 sacks for the second season in a row, 60 combined tackles, 4 pass defenses, and 2 forced fumbles. He did finish 5th in Defensive Player of the Year voting, and he made his 3rd Pro Bowl appearance and his 2nd All-Pro second team. Again, not a lot to be said that hasn't already been said. He's one of the best defensive players in the league. Number 8 is Travis Kelce, the main receiving threat on the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, named first team All-Pro last year, 2nd in receiving touchdowns, 3rd in receiving yards, which is huge for a tight end, and he won the Super Bowl, as I just said. Played against his brother Jason in that Super Bowl, so that's actually also really special. He might go down as one of the best tight ends to ever play the game. Number 7 is Tyreek Hill, who was on a new team last season. He was with the Dolphins for his first year after winning Super Bowl with the Chiefs, had 1,710 receiving yards and 8 total touchdowns. Versatile speed route running combination absolutely changes the way other teams have to play defense against the Miami Dolphins. He can break out for a huge touchdown at any moment. Many fast receivers in the NFL, but he's one of the fastest ever. Number 6 is Joe Burrow, my personal pick for the best quarterback in the league, but that's a conversation for another time. In just his 3rd season, he's already a Bengals legend. He's been to 2 straight AFC Championship games and a Super Bowl, and came a few questionable calls away from winning both of those games that he lost. Posted 34 and 35 touchdown seasons in the only seasons he's been healthy, throwing for over 4,440 yards in both of them. He's one of the most exciting young players in the game, and a lot of people's pick for the 2nd best quarterback in the entire league right now. Number 5 is a bit of an unsung hero if you're a casual fan, Trent Williams, a 34-year-old tackle. He can still hold his head high as maybe the best tackle and maybe even offensive lineman in the entire NFL. Insane 10-year Pro Bowl streak going, and has made 2 first-team All-Pros plus 1 second-team All-Pro. He's not always healthy. He is always rock solid, an absolute force on the offensive line. Number 4, Davante Adams' main competition, Justin Jefferson, 2022-2023's Offensive Player of the Year, 2nd in the league in receptions with 128, receiving yards at 1,809, and yards per game at 106.4 yards per game, which is absolutely huge, as you know if you had him in fantasy. His touchdowns at 8 weren't a career high, but that really doesn't make a difference when he's guarded so heavily in the red zone. He was a first-team All-Pro last year, one of the newest additions to the 99 Club in Madden 24, if you care about that. Number 3 is Micah Parsons, all over the field for the Cowboys. He plays edge rusher, linebacker, and he makes huge plays at each position. He even looks like a safety at that linebacker spot with how fast he is. 13 sacks as a rookie, 13 and a half last year. Versatility and pure explosiveness help him make plays for the Cowboys, whose defense will be counting on him a lot in 2023. Number 2 is Aaron Donald. It was a step-down year for Donald, but considering his sky-high expectation, he still showed why he's a quarterback's worst nightmare. It was an absolutely disastrous season for the Rams. He was one of the few bright spots. Racked up 5 sacks and 49 tackles in only 11 games last year. He was injured. His career might be coming to an end with the talk of his retirement, but he's maybe one of the best defensive tackles in the history of the league, depending on who you have first. And then number 1, I'm sure everyone saw it coming, is Patrick Mahomes. Obviously sat for 1 season behind Alex Smith, but it's hard to argue that there is a better start at quarterback in NFL history. Made 5 Pro Bowls, 2 All-Pro teams, and 2 Super Bowls. Mind-boggling stats. Led the league in passing yards and passing touchdowns in 2022. Defeated a stacked Eagles team in the Super Bowl. He's absolutely worthy of the number 1 spot in the NFL. Let's see if he can keep up this great start to his career next year. So those are our top 100 players in the NFL ahead of the 2023 season. If you liked this video and you missed our others, go back on our YouTube page and check them out. And thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it.